Welcome to Red V TV, supported by Chapel House Cars for the 2024 season. Kevin, 23 days to go now, which means we're starting to reach some of the big guns in our squad, and we've reached one who is undoubtedly a fan favourite who many will want to discuss. Kevin, it can only mean one thing.
With 23 days to go, it's time for our number 23, Konrad Hurrell. And Conrad is sponsored by Charlie Group.
Charlie Group was founded as a family business in 1988 and have 10 key dealerships and franchises across the Northwest, including Chorley, Burnley, Blackpool, Preston, Wigan, Ormskirk, Blackburn and Bolton.
Quite a spread.
Yes. Right, Kev. Konrad Hurrell, someone who I will never, ever stop reminding you didn't like when he first came.
It's not that I didn't like him. I just didn't think he was fit enough at first. And he set up. Was it when he set up James Roby in the first game against Catalan? And he popped the ball out, and it was like, oh, that's good. But then I didn't quite see it for a couple of weeks after that. I wasn't quite as enamoured. And then you see what he brings to the team. And yeah, we can talk about he's probably not the best defensively as a centre, but it's like having another forward in your back line. The amount of meters and meters after contact as well that he makes, it's so valuable to the team. It really is. Obviously, the thing that he kind of struggled with at the tail end of last year was his injury problems. And he couldn't quite get back up to the level that was needed. And I've spoken in the past about how at Catalan he was sat slumped against the H's, watching the team go through the warm-up. And that will have hurt him, that he wasn't quite able to get up to that level. And that's something that he's going to be looking to do this year, isn't it?
Yeah. For me, there's two Konrad Hurrells in our squad. There's the fit Konrad Hurrell, who you'd have in your team every time. And there's the Konrad Hurrell who, when unfit, doesn't look worthy of a shirt. And there's levels in between. I love Konrad Hurrell. I think he's really good to have around the squad. I think he's someone we need, especially with Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook retiring. You've got to have that character around the squad. I think a fully fit Konrad Hurrell, I absolutely adore watching in a Saints jersey. I think he brings so much to the team. But when he's off it and he's not fit, you pine for the fit Konrad. Now, Konrad is someone, and I think he would probably say himself, gets fit by playing matches. But then you're in a bit of a vicious circle, because if he's not fit and you've got Wanga Blake and Mark Percival available, where does he get that game time to get that match sharpness? And maybe that's a case of, has he realised that himself? And he's, as we heard from Paul Wellens talking at the weekend, he's gone and put his hand up wanting to play. Is it because he knows he needs to get in shape if he's going to be competing for one of those starting berths in 2024?
If so, I absolutely love that attitude from him. I absolutely love that he's put his hand up and said, I want to play here. Because Blake isn't quite ready yet, and they said they're not going to rush him. So Connie knows that he can get the march on. Well, you're not taking my jersey. You can take somebody else's, but you're not taking mine. And I love that attitude. And that's the Connie that we love, as you say, that we absolutely adore. That'll be dancing in front of the West Stand after a victory at Saints. That'll be busting through the left-hand side of other teams' defences, putting tries on a plate for Tommy Makinson, scoring them himself. That's what we want to see. So if his attitude is the same all the way through the season, and I've no reason to think that it won't be, that he's keeping himself fit, that he's doing all the right things, that he's putting his hand up to do that little bit extra, like playing against Swinton, then hopefully we've got that Connie that we love.
Could he play anywhere else this year apart from
No.
centre?
No, not for me. I see people all the time saying, could he be an impact forward? I don't think he's got the defence for a forward. I don't think so. I don't necessarily think he's got the fitness for a forward. I think in the centres and doing his barnstorming runs, he's fine out there. But in the middle, when you're getting people coming running at you and running at you and running at you, I think that's a bit too much to ask. And I think we've got better options. We've probably got more options in the second row than anywhere else on the park. So I don't see it. I don't see, when you say, will he play somewhere else? I think the only way that he plays somewhere else is him getting fit at another team rather than at Saints.
If he doesn't start at centre, is there even a place for him on the bench?
No, I don't think so. Because again, I don't think that, well, let's put it this way. If everyone's fit and we're looking to get him in the team, is he going to start as a second rower ahead of any of the second rowers that we've got?
No, absolutely not.
So he's got to start in the back line. He's got to start at centre. Otherwise, he's 18th, 19th man. And that's what he'll be looking to do. And again, you can say it's his shirt to lose, really. He is the first choice centre, isn't he? Really. We don't know what Blake's going to be doing, whether he's going to be playing on the wing yet, or whether they're going to put him left centre, move Percy over to right. We don't know what's going to happen because we've only seen Connie play against Swinton. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I would say that the idea is to put Blake in the centres, as we mentioned with regards to Ritson probably getting a shot on the wing. So Connie's got to do everything in his power to say to Hello, it's not me you're dropping.
I got the impression last season that when Christian Wolf was here, and with him being the national team head coach, Connie might have felt there was more pressure on him to perform. I don't know whether he had that pressure last season as much. But I feel with more competition coming in, that pressure might be on a little bit more this year, and it might make him thrive if he wants a longer future at the club.
Yeah, possibly so. Nothing really to add to that because it may well be the case that, well, mind you, would he feel more pressure under Wello because he has that relationship with Christian Wolf, that Christian Wolf knows how to get the best out of him because he gets the best out of him for Tonga. So there's more pressure to impress.
It's fair to say here, we don't know. We are just chucking hypotheticals in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. That we are thinking out loud, really, asking each other questions that we probably can't answer.
And that's why this is a fan channel.
Yeah,
I'm not claiming to be anything else. We're asking the questions that hopefully the fans are talking about on the terraces. The answers will come from within and from what we see on the field, won't we?
It is, and it's a big year for Connie. I think this is one that I can definitively say it's a big year for Connie because he's got a 1+1 deal, hasn't he? So there's a chance that should it come to him not playing, does that +1 get activated? Or if you've got the likes of a young Johnny Vaughan who is starting to shine and can play centre, you give him the extra money and give him a bigger deal. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a big balance.
Obviously, Wanga Blake's coming in on a 1-year deal as well. Is it potentially that you're looking at 2025 and you're thinking you'll keep one or the other?
Yeah, possibly so. Possibly so. I know we keep on about that pathway that we want for the young lads, but you've got to put good inputs in with them to help them and help their development. So it could be that it's one or the other in 2025. Could be that it's neither.
Could be both.
Correct.
Again, we don't really know.
We don't know. We're not claiming to know either.
Right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back yet again tomorrow. Catch you soon.